Alright, hello and welcome back everybody. This is GhostWolf, and so this is another episode of the Shiny Pixelmon specials. So it turns out I thought I was completely finished because I was working off of a list that the Pixelmon staff used to see what's in-game, and the list didn't include any of the fossil types. So I did already cover a few of the fossil types back when I was finishing up the Gen 1, but I missed out on all the ones from future gens. And being that would be just kind of a really poor little update patch video, I wanted to make this a little bit more generally useful for you guys. So I also include a little bit of information on actually how you go about getting the fossil Pokemon. So actually I should probably spawn one of those in as well. So this is what a fossil looks like when you actually find it in the field. So these are going to be found between levels 20 and levels 50 in depth, and you'll find them near gravel deposits. So you should go around, find a gravel deposit and dig, and then you'll find this either buried or touching or on one of the walls that is attached to the gravel deposit from those heights. They are moderately rare. You can take a long time to find one. They typically occur one every other chunk, so that's a 16 by 16 chunk, I think. Maybe it's a 64 by 64 chunk, I'm not sure. They will actually have a slightly higher spawn rate. I think it's 33% higher or so in the next update. But for right now, they're fairly rare. And in case you hear somebody say, you know, they're more common under the oceans, it used to be that way, but in the more recent updates, they spawn in all biomes, so you don't have to look just in ocean biomes. So when you break that with a pickaxe, you end up getting one of these 9 covered fossils. So you can kind of tell what these fossils are, but you can't really tell what you're going to get immediately. Like this one does kind of look like it has a root on it. It's kind of hard to tell on a lot of the other ones. So what you need to do is once you collect a covered fossil, what you'll need to do is actually clean it. So these are the fossil cleaning machines. And then the recipes of these are available on the Pixelmon wiki. Or if you watch my regular show. I didn't want to waste your time crafting all these because the fossil machine itself is composed of like 4 different pieces, and it takes a fair amount of time to craft. But what you do is you place your fossil in, it'll spin, and through the magic of television I already have one ready to go. So you right-click it, pops out, and so I have a cover fossil. You take that and you place it inside a fossil machine, and it will start to dissolve it. And so what it'll do is this counter has to go all the way to 100%, and that fossil will shrink. That's completely normal. You don't have to panic. You're not losing your fossil. And then a embryo / baby, whatever you want to do, you want to call it, in the tank will start growing of the first evolution form of that species. So now for the actual, while that's going on, for the actual shiny set for all of the fossil types. So we've already done these, but I'm going to do them again just for completeness. So the dome fossil will give you Kabuto and Kabutops. So let's take a look at those right now. Kabuto and Kabuto shiny. So the regular Kabuto is an orange color, and the shiny Kabuto is a lime green color, and it's already taken off into the cave. And then Kabutops and regular Kabutops. So the regular one is brown, and the shiny one is a lime green again. And just to recap, the fossil shinies are going to be incredibly rare because you have to find these rare fossils. And then when this machine is done, it has a slot where it'll say insert Pokeball. You click the machine with a Pokeball, and it'll capture the one inside of it. And it's at that moment that it determines whether or not you have a shiny or not. So you only have a 1 in 8,000 chance of actually having a shiny when you click on the machine. Alright, so the Helix fossil is Almanite and Almastar. So there's and Almanite shiny. So the shiny Almanite has a more yellow shell and is pink. And all the shinies seem to hide in the cave. And the regular one is blue with more of a tan shell. And Almastar can't spell anything for anything today. I'm just hoping I don't cancel out my recording again. So Oma Star is now taken off to the cave. So the regular one is essentially blue with a tan shell, just kind of like the Oma Knight. And then the shiny version is purple, and it has a more purpley spiral instead of a tan spiral on its yellow shell. Alright, so Aerodactyl is the last one you've seen, and that's from the Old Amber fossil. And Aerodactyl's shiny form. So Aerodactyl goes from gray with purple wings to more of a pink with blue wings. I probably shouldn't have done this in such an enclosed area, because they're just all going to kill each other now, but... Alright, so now moving on to later generations. So there's two from this generation, is the Claw fossil, which gives you Anorith and Armaldo, and the Root fossil, which gives you Lilip. But Lilip and Cradily are not currently in the mod. They're the only fossil ones missing. So we'll just skip right over them for right now. So it is Anorith and Anorith's shiny form. So it goes from, come on, separate. Goes from being a green color to being a, actually, need to double check to see which one is actually the shiny form. Yeah, so it goes from being a green to being a more brownish color, and not really noticing much difference on any of the other coloration. And then those evolve into Armaldo. So the regular non-shiny is blue, and the shiny one is more of a reddish color. Actually looks pretty interesting. I think I like the blue one a little bit better because it contrasts more with the red wing/gills things. Alright, and then the next fossil along is the Armor fossil. So this gives you your Shelidon and Blastiodon. Hoping I'm pronouncing, or Shieldon, maybe. I don't know how to pronounce all of these. So, regular Shieldon and shiny. I don't think there is actually... Oh, wait, no, there's a slight color difference. I don't know which one is the regular one. Okay, so the regular one is the light, more brownish body with the black shield, and the shiny version has a yellow body and a bluish shield. Jeez, those Anorith are talkative. I will get lava if I have to. You know, I may have to, just for my own sanity. 1 second. Okay. Now that takes care of that annoyance. Now it is Bastiodon. And Bastiodon's shiny form. So this one, again, looks like we have a... Come on, separate out. Push. They're too heavy. So the normal one has a gray face shield and gray markings along its bottom, and the shiny one has the blue color. It also looks like it has a more like yellow-green body versus just a plain yellow body. And that looks like the majority of the differences between these two. Next fossil in line is the Skull fossil. So this is Cranidos and Rampardos. So let's start with Cranidos. And Cranidos' shiny form. So the regular Cranidos, come on, spread out to you two. Damn it. Stop being stuck inside each other. Alright, so the regular Cranidos is blue. Looks like it has red eyes. And the shiny is more of a reddish color with green eyes. And the Rampardos... Rampardos. And Rampardos shiny. So you stay with a red eyes with blue coloration on the body. And the shiny version has a red coloration on the body with green eyes. Alright, our next fossil we've got is the Cover fossil. So this gives us our Tortuga and Caracosta. Again, I have no idea how to pronounce these correctly, so... Tortuga and Tortuga shiny. So the regular Tortuga, I'm going to spread out, is more of a deeper blue, whereas the shiny Tortuga is a, I don't know, turquoise-ish color. I don't think there's any other differences on those two. I don't think the eyes are the same color. And Caracosta and Caracosta shiny. Oop. So the the color changed is reversed in the shiny types. So you actually have a lighter color version for your normal, so it's more of a light blue, and you've got a more deep blue for your Caracosta shiny. Shells also seem to be a little bit different color, so I guess, okay, so the shiny one here has a little bit lighter shell, and here the non-shiny, whoop, fell in the hole. The non-shiny has the lighter color shell, and the shiny one has a more black shell. That's actually pretty cool. Alright, so now for the last fossil set that we have in the game currently is the Plume fossil, which gives you Archen and Archeops, or Archeops, Archen, I don't know. It should be Archen because it's supposed to be based off of, I can't remember the name of the real one. I should know this. Making a fool of myself by not knowing these things. Oops. Okay. So, now I don't remember which one of these is... I think the blue one is the... Yeah, so blue with more of a deeper yellow and bright red is your regular type, and the Archeops with a green body, more pale yellow and more pale red is your shiny type. And the Archeops probably will follow a similar color pattern. Let me actually look at it before I... Okay, so there's the Archeops regular and the Archeops shiny. So the regular one has a green head, blue feathers on the wings, and a light yellow body. And the shiny one has it reversed, so it's a blue head and green feathers on the wings and on the tail. Think the regular non-shiny version is a little bit duller yellow. So it's actually the reverse again, whereas this one has a little bit more yellowish yellow, I think. Get this tree out of the way. Stop hiding under there. Yeah, so it looks like a little bit more pale yellow, and this is a little bit more darker yellow. Alright, so, and then the last fossil, just for completeness, which is currently not in-game, is Lilip and Cradily. And let me just double check that there's no Lilip in-game. Yeah, we only have Lapras, Leafeon, and Lunatone for the L's. So this will be hopefully added in the next update, or maybe the one after that. I'm not sure if it's even been modeled yet. But they are both coming from the root fossil. So all the other fossils, so out of the 9 total fossils you have, 8 of them will give you Pokemon, and then the remaining 1 will give you it once that gets updated. Okay, so with that, we are now actually done with the shinies that are currently in the game as of 2.2.1. It includes all the fossils and everything else. And so the only ones that are remaining... Oh, so here's our fossil machine done. So then if you take a Pokeball... Kind of ruined my summary there, but take a Pokeball, you click it, it will retrieve the Pokemon, and you click it again, and now you have not a shiny. I didn't think there's any chance of that actually being a shiny when I was doing the recording, but then you have your fossil Pokemon. Okay, so this should be it for the fossil specials until the update. And once again, definitely make sure to stick around and watch for the update videos the day of release, because everything's going to be top secret for this update. There's going to be a ton of features, and so I will have a whole series of videos that details new items, new Pokemon, new moves, pretty much everything new that's in there. And also, feel free to watch my regular Pixelmon series. It's linked at the end of this video. And as always, feel free to do any comment, liking, whatever you do on the video, and let me know what you think, or if there's anything I missed. I would not have realized I'd missed all of these fossil types without your guys' comments. So thanks again, and see you next time.